17 minutes and 9 seconds in the first. He would get another goal, his 13th. His 13th
Yeah.
point.
No, 13th goal.
13th goal. A power play goal from
Chichurkin.
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 Chichurkin?
It's Chichurkin.
What? How?
Just believe me. You can't go by the spelling. It's just how you say it.
Okay. 5 minutes and 11 seconds in the second.
Yuri Kulik would tie the game up at 2, getting his 4th goal of the year from Byram and Thompson, 7 minutes and 24 seconds in the second.
Dylan Strom would get his 10th goal from Carlson and Radish, 11 minutes and 5 seconds in the third. Jacob Churkin with his 9th goal, an empty net goal from Carlson and Dubois, 18 minutes and 30 seconds in the third.
Yep, so the Capitals would double up on the Sabres 4-2. All right, the Columbus Blue Jackets played host to the Anaheim Ducks. What do you want to tackle on this one? Or do you want to take a break?
Take a break.
Okay. I'll say if I can do all the goals. I said I'll say if I can do all the goals. Mason McTavish would kick things off for the Ducks in the third with 3 minutes and 27 seconds to go. For Mason, that'd be his 3rd goal of the season from Fabry and Lacombe. Kirill Marchenko would score with just under 3 minutes to go, getting a power play goal, his 11th of the year from Johnson and Werenski. Cole Sillinger would break the tie in the first with 2 minutes and 17 seconds to go, getting his 5th of the year, assist by Aston Reese and Mathieu Olivier. Alex Killorn would tie the game up at 2 in the second with 13:56 in the period from Strome and Terry. For Killorn, that'd be his 5th goal of the season. James Van Riemsdyk would give the Blue Jackets a 3-2 lead with 8 minutes and 35 seconds to go. For Van Riemsdyk, that'd be his 4th goal of the year from Severson and Kevin LeBanc. Jason Lacombe would tie the game up, I apologize, with 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go. For Lacombe, that'd be his 6th goal of the year from Terry and Killorn. We would need overtime to settle this one, and Killorn would get the game-winning goal a minute 43 into the overtime frame, getting his 6th goal of the season, assisted by Fabry. So the Ducks would win 4-3. All right, the Dallas Stars played host to the St. Louis Blues. You want to tackle this one?
I'll do all of them.
All of them? Fantastic.
Jordan
Kyrou
gets 12 goals from Thompson and Bushnevish.
Yep.
9 minutes and 8 seconds in the first. Jason Robertson will get 7th goal, power play goal from Ben and 2 minutes and 39 seconds in the second. Matthew Shane his 13th goal from Lundell and Robertson. 2 minutes and 31 seconds in overtime.
Sounds good. So, yeah, the Stars win 2-1 in overtime. All right, the Colorado Avalanche played host to the Nashville Predators. Wanted to be Nashville one. Yeah, sounds good. So Ross Colton would kick things off for the Avs in the second period, getting his 10th of the year from Mittelstadt and Tays, 11:32 of the middle game. Nathan McKinnon would increase the lead to 2-0 with 1 minute and 8 seconds to go, getting his 12th of the year, assisted by Rantanen. Terry Lehkonen would increase the lead to 3-0, 3.5 minutes into the third, getting his 9th of the year, assisted by McKinnon.
Steven Stamkos with his 8th goal from
Marchessault, yep.
And Forsberg.
Forsling. Forsberg, yeah, sorry.
Forsberg, 13 minutes and 3 seconds in the third. Luke
Evangelista
with his 3rd goal, Millsby and Novik, 15 minutes and 8 seconds in the third.
Nathan McKinnon get an empty net goal, increasing the lead to 4-2 with 1 minute 52 seconds to go. For McKinnon, that'd be his 13th of the year from Makar and Rantanen. Terry Lehkonen would get another empty net goal, his 10th of the season from Rantanen and Kelly, and that goal happened with 50 seconds to go in the game. So despite the fact that the Preds gave up 5 goals, only 3 of them went against their goaltender. All right, the Calgary Flames played host to the Florida Panthers. What do you want to do be on this one?
Yeah.
Want to be Florida?
Yeah, I'll be zero.
Sounds good. So Nazem Kadri would open up the scoring 8 minutes and 57 seconds of the first, getting his 11th goal of the season. Blake Coleman would increase the lead to 2-0 with 55 seconds to go in the second. For Coleman, that'd be his 6th goal of the year, assisted by Coronado and Backlund. Speaking of Backlund, he got on the goal score sheet himself in the third, 6 minutes and 17 seconds in that period, getting his 5th of the year, assisted by Ball. So the Flames would shut out the Panthers 3-0. All right. Now we're off to Vancouver as the Canucks played host to the Boston Bruins. Do you want to cover your team?
Sure.
Okay. So Brad Marchand would kick things off in the first, getting his 13th of the season from Lindholm and Pasternak, 5 minutes and 12 seconds of the opening period. Morgan Geekie would increase the lead to 2-0, getting his 5th goal of the year from Pasternak and Zacha, 8 minutes and 8 seconds of the first. Pavel Zacha would increase the lead to 3-0, getting his 8th of the year from Pasternak and Geekie, 1 minute and 12 seconds of the second. Mark McLaughlin, I believe, would get his first National Hockey League goal, so congratulations, assisted by Peaky, 11 minutes and 49 seconds of the second. David Pasternak would increase the lead to 5-0, just 26 seconds into the third. For Pasternak, that'd be his 11th goal of the year from McAvoy and Zacha.
Max Sasson would get his first goal from JT Miller, 10 minutes and 13 seconds in the third.
Well, that's fantastic. At least the Canucks got 1 goal. They didn't get shut out. Yeah, the Bruins won big, 5-1. The San Jose Sharks played host to the Utah Hockey Club. Who did you want to be on this one, the Sharks or the team with no name?
I'll be the team with no name.
Okay, so there you go. You got to kick things off then.
Yay! Dylan Guenther would get 13th goal from Cooley and Sergachev, 7 minutes and 27 seconds in the first.
Alexander Wenberg would tie the game up at 1 with 5 minutes to go in the period, getting his 8th goal of the year from Goudreau and Ceci. Michael Granlund would give the Sharks their first lead of the night, 14 minutes 11 seconds of the second, getting his 11th goal of the year from Zetterlund and Eklund.
Nick Schmaltz gets 5th goal, power play goal from Cooley and Keller, 18 minutes and 52 seconds in the second.
Zetterlund would give the Sharks a 3-2 lead exactly 5 minutes into the third. That'd be his 10th goal of the season. Also on the power play from Kovalenko and Celebrini.
Michael
Carcone
would get his 3rd goal from Stenlund and Kerfoot, 9 minutes and 49 seconds in the third.
There you go.
Clayton Keller would get his 10th goal, a power play goal from Sergachev and Schmaltz, 19 minutes and 16 seconds in third.
So with just 46 seconds to go, that would end up being the game-winning goal. So the Captain Clayton Keller. That'll be his new nickname for me. Captain Clayton Keller. The Seattle Kraken. This is the last game from Saturday. Woo!
Yay!
We made it to the end of the video. We're only 41 minutes in. The Seattle Kraken played host to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Who did you want to cover on this one?
Montour because 8th goal, a power play goal from Sullivan and Wright, 4 minutes and 24 seconds in the first.
Alrighty. Brendan Hagel would tie the game up at 1, getting his 14th goal
now
from Parabix, 8 minutes and 16 seconds of the first. Braden Point would give the Lightning a 2-1 lead, getting his 20th goal of the year from Radish and Jake Gensel, 13 minutes and 21 seconds of the first. Speaking of Jake Gensel, he would score early in the third, getting a power play goal, his 17th of the year from Point and Kucherov, 4 minutes and 3 seconds of the third. The Kraken were down by 2 at that point. They would pull their goalie with over 4 minutes to go, but unfortunately it did not pan out as Brendan Hagel would increase the lead to 4-1, getting his 15th of the year from Kucherov. With just 22 seconds to go, Declan Carlyle, I believe, would get his first National Hockey League goal, so congratulations, from Glendening and Easymont. And that goal happened with 22 seconds to go on the clock. So we're finally done the recap from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So we can take a look at the standings. Woohoo! So in the Atlantic, we'll do this. The Toronto Maple Leafs are in first place. They have a record of 18-10-2. They have 38 points. The Florida Panthers are 18-11-2. They have 38 points themselves. And the Boston Bruins are 16-13-3. They have 35 points.
Washington has 21-6-2, and they have 44 points. New Jersey has 20-10-3, and they have 43 points. Carolina has 18, 10, and 1, and they have 37 points.
The two teams in the wild card are the Tampa Bay Lightning. They are 16, 10, and 2. They have 34 points. And the Ottawa Senators are 15, 13, and 2. They don't also have 32 points. They just have 32 points. Speaking of also having 32 points, the Philadelphia Flyers are 14, 13, and 4. The New York Rangers are out of a playoff spot, so there might be some panic in New York. 15, 13, and 1. They have 31 points. The Islanders also have 31 points. Their record is 12, 12, and 7. The Pittsburgh Penguins are the third team that have 31 points. They have 13, 14, and 5. The Columbus Blue Jackets are 12, 13, and 5. They have 29 points. The Detroit Red Wings are 12, 14, and 4. They have 28 points. The Buffalo Sabres are 11, 15, and 4. They have 26 points. And Montreal, they're not moving anywhere. Once you're at bottom, you can't go anywhere else. They're 11, 16, and 3. Before I move on to the Western Conference, I just want to say who I think my pretenders and contenders are on the teams that are on the outside looking in. Between Philly and Pittsburgh, there's 4 teams there. They're only separated by 1 point, and they're also 1 and 2 points respectively out of a playoff spot, or just 1 point of a playoff spot. So those would be my contenders. Columbus down. Yes, the season's still young. I would say they're definitely pretenders because there's no way I think Montreal's making the playoffs. Buffalo at this point, they're 8 points or they're 6 points out respectively. So I think they are unlikely to make it. Detroit, they're only 4 points back. So between Detroit and Columbus, they're both kind of maybe-ish. But if I had to pick 4 and 4, I would say Philly through Pittsburgh are definitely contenders. And I think Columbus through Montreal are unlikely to make the playoffs. Okay, off to the Western Conference. You want to do this top 16 so I can take a break from talking?
Top 16. The Central, Winnipeg has 22, 9, and 1. They have 45 points. Minnesota has 26 and 4. They have 44 points. Dallas has 18, 11, and 0. And they have 36 points. In the Pacific, Vegas has 19, 8, and 3. And they have 41 points. LA has 18, 9, and 3, and they have 39 points. Edmonton has 18, 10, and 2, and they have 38 points. In the wild card, Colorado has 18, 14, and 0, and they have 36 points. Vancouver has 15, 9, and 5, and they have 35 points. Calgary has 15, 11, and 5, and they have 35 points. Utah has 14, 11, and 5, and they have 33 points. Seattle has 15, 15, and 2, and they have 32 points. St. Louis has 14, 14, and 3, and they have 31 points. San Jose has 11, 17, and 5, and they have 27 points. Anaheim has 11, 14, and 4, and they have 26 points. Nashville has 8, 17, and 6, and they have 22 points. And Chicago has 9, 19, and 2, and they have 20 points.
Sounds good. All right, we're finally done our recap between Wednesday and Friday. Yeah, as always, if you're new to this channel and you like this type of content, feel free to hit the sub button. I'd be very grateful and very appreciative. I've never done a video longer than maybe 10, 20 minutes. We're almost pushing 50 minutes here, kids. So congratulations. Thanks for sticking this one out. And yeah, anything else you want to add?
Nope.
Sounds good. I'm losing my voice right now, so I'm going to shut this off before things get worse.
Yeah.
Hopefully I won't do another 4 more day in between with the reviews because there's a lot of hockey, and especially on Saturday. Alrighty, as always, take care.